Greetings to everybody. Happy Mother's Day. This is Italis One. Sending a mega love shout out to all the YouTube mothers, all the Instagram mothers, all the podcast mothers. Big up yourself. Mega love shout out. And may you have many more Mother's Day. How are you this evening, this Sunday evening, Sunday, May 10th, 2026. I hope you all had a good day, and I really hope that it was a blessing. Hey, you don't have to be a biological mother to be a mother, you know what I'm saying? All you have to do is look around and you see that there is no shortage of mothers, even adopted mothers, right? Just show some love to somebody and say Happy Mother's Day. Big up everybody. So my Mother's Day weekend has been absolutely great. Even though my mother is not here, she's with me in spirit, and I feel her presence all the time. But for me, I mean, it was just a different atmosphere this weekend, and I'm about to close it out. In a couple minutes will be Monday. So I'm just holding on right now to the last couple minutes of Sunday, and I'm sending greetings. I really enjoyed it. The atmosphere was so beautiful. All the vendors and all the people were out gathering around, sending, just good vibes everywhere we go, And I'm sure it's the same on your end. And, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day, really. Nothing big to talk about today. It was just a beautiful day. And I hope your day. If you didn't have a beautiful day, hopefully you will have a beautiful day tomorrow when it comes, because mothers are special, I know fathers are special too. Nobody really, big up the fathers, but big up the fathers who do both sides of the fence, you know what I'm saying? Mother and father role. And big up the mothers who do mother and father role also. But when you come from a mother, I'm telling you, man, ain't nothing like that. It's just a special vibe. Special relationship you have with your mother, And at times, I always hear, I tell his life to talk what's on his mind. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, say, my relationship with my mother was smooth sailing. It wasn't. But at the end of the day, me still love her more than I did dislike her, And that's just a part of the deal, right? Growing pains, challenges, disagreements, achievements. It's just a part of the growing pains, When some people just look at their mother from the time they can remember them. But I go back a little further than that. From the time I was in her belly, and she have to carry me around, and she have to rub her belly, and then sometimes she couldn't sleep because me a kick in her stomach. She couldn't sleep, all the times when she was there on her knees praying, and it echoing in her birth chamber, These things run through my mind now. It run through my mind, and I see my children them come and them born. I remember them mother when they was pregnant, and so I never know what I was gonna get, boy or girl, I never know. Until when I see a girl come through the birth canal, and I said, why, it reflect, we reflect. I said to myself, women go through a lot, mothers go through a lot, you know. When them say push, Lord have mercy, and she squeeze your hand, and the baby come out, and you just see them tap on the bottom, pop, and the baby say, hey, listen, big up all the mothers in the world, nothing like a mother. I don't know how some mothers can take the other route, and say they don't want their children. But big up for the mothers who stay in it to win it. It is worth it all. You hear what I'm saying? Don't give up. A lot of times you see children when them deter from them parents because the parent give up on the child. It's one thing to bring the child in the world, but it's another thing to be a mother. To rear the child in the path that he should go, you know what I'm saying? And rear the child so that the child can be a good, responsible human being. Despite of whatever them turn out to be, you have to go back to basics. Those 9 months, your mother didn't say, oh, I don't want the child, I'm going to have an abortion, or I'm going to leave him on a doorstep. No, she says she's going to bear her burden, and she's going to go through life, and whatever life give her, she accept it. I remember a young, right here in the city, a young girl had a baby, and she just left it there at the fire department, and she walked away. And I think it's law in the city here. You can, if you don't want your children, you can drop it off at the hospital or police precinct or fire department, and they would take it. But it's illegal, which is natural. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's illegal to just dump the child somewhere without any protection. I think it's a big offense. So maybe somebody out there and them thinking, hey, they don't want their child and so on and so on. But I say, stick it out. You don't know what that child could be in life. And at the same time, if it's unbearable, do the right thing and hand it over to the proper authorities, and they will take care of it. And just hope for the best, hope for the best. I'm really tired right now, I'm telling you the truth. But at the same time, I'm encouraged, and I know that there's some newly mothers out there who are going through their first birth, and they're excited and they're nervous and they're full of anxiety and all type of stuff, But trusting God, trusting God that all things will work out. Pray a lot too, prayer helps. You may not be a seasoned prayer warrior. You might not be a seasoned person who know how to pray, but you can still say a short prayer. Thank you, God, thank you, Jesus, thank you, whoever you pray to, that the birth will become a healthy birth, and that also you will remain healthy for the days of your life to be able to guide the child. Yes. So these are the things, mothers go through. Us fathers, we got the secondary birth pain, you know. When them say push, we saying push too. And when them ball, we are ball too. You know what I mean? But we know that we can't feel the pain that you feel, but we echo that pain in ourselves. You know what I mean? So big up all the fathers too, you know, all around the world, you know. We quickly, easily forget, you know, with the hustle and bustle. But big up to the fathers who stick around, who did their best, you know, because that's all we can do is do our best. Sometimes our relationships, they part and we separate and them divorce. Not because we want to, but because our best is not good enough. Or, you know, it gets political rather than biblical. Many a reason, but it's all right. It's God's will, and God is still in control, you know. You just have to pray. I'm praying for my children, them all of them big now. I still pray for them, you know. It hurts sometimes to know that, yeah, that googly stage pass. That teeny witsy baby stage pass, right? And now them thinking on their own, but guess what? The same thing they did, I did, you know. And I just have to roll with it and pray, you know what I mean, that the order will continue, right? The order will continue with manners and respect. Always have manners and respect for your parents, you know. Even when you step out of line and they might come back and discipline you, and naturally you're going to be disappointed. Naturally you're going to be upset. But remember them doing it out of love because they don't want to see you hurting. They don't want to see the pain that your decision might cause, you know. So just continue to strengthen them and continue to encourage them and continue to love them, yeah. Because once a man, twice a child. I have a thing when they say once a man, twice a child. You know, it's true. You know, you're young and you're strong, and one day you're gonna get up again, and then you're gonna be old, and somebody gonna have to, your children gonna have to take care of you, or somebody gotta take care of you because you're old. You know what I'm saying? And you become a child again. So when you become a child again, I mean, you know, you're almost on your way out. But it's your parents, it's your mother, it's your father. You know what I mean? Who else do they have to turn to other than you? A stranger? Possibly, who knows? You know what I mean? I've seen it. I've seen all types in the elder years. I've seen all types, and I guarantee you, ain't nothing like your family when it's time for your family to take care of you. So, big up all the mothers out there who are contributing to longevity, lifespan. Yeah, respectable upbringings and respectable human beings, you know, who ignite the flame for success and prosperity, yeah, who help with helping hands, the little ones, you know, that they become big ones, and who show love even when those who receive the love often don't understand that it is love, but love is accountable, yeah? Love is accountable, and we must know that parents are always going to be our parents. Mothers are always going to be. We can't substitute. We can't go in a store and buy a mother, yeah? So we just have to pray and love the one that we have, You know what I mean? Like I said before, I would not sit here and tell you say it was all smooth. You know what I mean? But at the same time, as I grew in my years, I even know more that she got. She exercised that love that only a mother could give. Yeah? So big up all of the mothers them again. I tell this one. If you have not like, share, subscribe, just subscribe, hook up with your brethren, and iron sharpening iron. I'm out.